Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Showgirls.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
With Eleni and Whitney.
We're here for you.
We are here on Valentine's Day.
It is Valentine's Day, and it is a night recording.
It is.
We are not out.
No.
We had no plans. We had no dinner plans. We had no adventures. I didn't even have anyone reach out to me about Galentine's. There was a Galentine's thing tomorrow that Greer's doing, but I can't go because, well, we'll get into that in a second. But wow, this sounds so depressing to start us off, but I'm actually kind of fine to be home tonight. I'm actually kind of happy to be talking about some reality TV.
I mean, this is the joy of the day.
This is the joy of the day. I was actually looking forward to recording today.
Yeah.
Because there's good shows and there's a lot to talk about, but we will be talking about, obviously, The Bachelor.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Traitors episode, we don't know. We never
8.
know. It's just, I don't know when it's going to end. A couple of updates, little Love Island All-Stars, but before we get into it.
Oh, yes. Our housekeeping. So if you're listening to the podcast.
Housekeeping.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know. I just thought I should sing it today.
Okay.
Housekeeping.
All right. You're cut off now.
Okay. One too many.
Yeah. So guys, if you're listening, that means you like us, right? Be our Valentine today and make the gift for us you sharing the podcast with your friends, sharing it on your social media, post it on your story. Be like, oh my God, these girls are so funny. We know that you can do this. We know that you're posting little memes on your story. So might as well just add this to the list as well, right?
Maybe the meme guy will post them.
Oh God.
So sorry. Why I have mentioned him in 3 recordings is wild.
Alone. I'm sorry. Anyway, so yeah, we are on Instagram, we are on TikTok, we are on Threads at Reality Showgirls. Give us a follow, give us a like, share the pod. Leave us a comment down below if there's anything you want us to talk about. We are always, we're
all ears.
We're all ears.
But we might not get to it because we're very busy.
That's a lie. Anyways, yeah, that's about it with that. It's been a rough week, you guys. I'll be so real.
I think what was the other day, we were both here and I was on the couch in this position, like kind of dying, and Whitney was dying in the kitchen and she just starts laughing.
I start laughing.
She just starts laughing because she's looking at me and I look absolutely out of this world crazy.
No, but I looked at myself in the mirror on the way to the kitchen and I was like, I look just as busted. We were both looking haggard.
Really haggard.
Rough. Okay, because I've had a cold this whole week.
Yeah. Whatever is going around has been going around for months.
Yeah. And I've been avoiding it and it finally really
I feel like you really did avoid it for a long time.
Yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Eleni got a concussion from hitting her head on the fridge.
Literally got a concussion on Super Bowl Sunday. I wish I could say I was doing running outside or I don't know, crazier. Out of all of the things I do.
I mean, that's what will get you. I've hit my head on that fridge door many a time.
I know, but it's just the right angle, the right force, just whatever it was. And it happened on Super Bowl Sunday before everyone came over.
Yeah.
And I was like, ow. And I fell down afterwards. I didn't feel good. I saw stars.
No, I mean, I was asleep on the couch. And I woke up because I heard a giant bang.
It was my head.
You okay?
It was my head. And I was on the floor for a moment. And then I was like, I'm fine. And I just went about my day. And then Tuesday, I'm so in tune with my body. I just know when something's up. I was putting away some med balls at the end of my shift. And I put them up and I was going to get more to organize them or whatever. I look back and I put them away in this fuck ass way, just weird. I was just like, why did I do that? And I kept noticing I was slipping up things that I don't fucking slip up. So I was just like, I think I have a concussion, and then lo and behold, I do.
Yeah.
So anyways, starting therapy for that. It's really not as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. Like, the doctor was really nice. Like, he's like, everything's gonna be fine. I'm like, okay. He's like, don't stress. And I'm like, I'm stressed. I'm stressed. But like,
You'll be okay. These things do happen.
these things happen. Like,
I mean, you're nothing
yeah,
like a football player. The amount of concussions they got,
I know.
crazy.
I'll just be a little stupider at the end of this, but that's okay.
What can you do?
Yeah, the question, like the test I had to do was like 2 hours of tests. And like, I was like, hold up. I was like, if you just pulled me from the street and I didn't just get hit on the head, I don't think I could have answered some of these.
What was it, like math equations?
No, it was like memorize the pattern. It was like a bunch of patterns. Boom, boom, boom. Then I had to like say if that one appeared, basically.
Oh Lord.
I had to memorize, and then they brought it back at the end of the test. They were like, I remember the patterns from the first part of the test. They're back. I'm like, bitch, they're gone.
This sounds like a test for like dementia or something.
I was like, and I have it because I don't remember.
I wouldn't
Then I had to
remember a
read the
thing.
like eye chart.
Mhm.
And then he was like shaking my head and I had to do it. And I was like bouncing shit. And then I had to like tap. It was crazy. He's like, your reactive time is not that good. He's like,
Oh.
your vision is unwell. Your reaction time with your vision is unwell. And I said,
Perfect.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy. He had to make me reading these numbers. He's like, usually people who are 26 and athletes like you should have read it in like this time. I'm like,
Oh my
dude,
God.
really? And then, which was really funny, there was like one test I had. There's so many tests. There's one test that I had to like, it was like a circle. It was a red circle and it was going in a circle. And I had to like follow it with my eyes only. And we go back to look at the chart. And he's just like, I can tell you're a perfectionist because your eyes were failing you, but then you just like went ahead and were looking to the next, like you were ahead of the thing because you knew it was a circle. So you were just trying to get it right. He's like, so you didn't actually do that well, but I can tell that you're a perfectionist because you're really competitive with all of these tests, but you did fail it. And I said, okay, great. I said, not this man in my psyche as well. It's all connected.
Hey.
But anyways, I have a concussion.
Yeah.
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 That's one part of my week.
Yeah, for me, it's just been rough times. I have to go to a funeral for my granddad, but you know, he's in a better place now. Sorry to bring the vibe down, everyone.
No, it's okay. It's life.
It's life. It's life, you guys. So, you know,
yeah,
live it up while you can.
Yeah, live it up while you
can remember everything. Yeah.
I know.
And honestly, I literally had like the intuition. I was literally looking at flights before I even knew anything happened. I was like, I need to go home. And I was looking at the exact dates that I'm going home next week. So yeah.
It'll be good to see your family.
Honestly, I'm really happy to get out of here. I think I need to. I've been in like a really depressive funk this whole week.
It's like February and March are really hard here. It's
hard.
Really hard.
So hard, guys.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We're halfway through.
Get me out.
February at least. But yeah, it's been like a kind of hard week, but like it's fine. Like I'm not really that pressed or
no, but we were talking about this, seeing all the couples waiting at the train station and like doing stuff. I was like, I feel like it wasn't like this last year. Why is it feeling like everybody's out and about? I guess because it's a Friday night.
It's because it's a Friday night because last year it was on a Wednesday for sure. And like it is very weird. I did notice that. It did make me feel a little emo. Well, I know, I was telling you so. Like I teach on Friday nights at Chelsea Piers, and I was there. And after I taught, I decided to lift because Mr. Doctor said I could. Okay, guys, so it's fine. So I just did a moment there, and then there's this like trainer that I always see in the like trainer lounge, and I thought I would say hi. Have friends in the workplace. It's harder at a gym because it's like there's so many jobs there. Like it's hard at a big box gym because it's like trainers, front desk, like everyone's doing their own thing. It's like at boutique fitness, it's like everyone's coming forward that class only. Like that's why they're there.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was like, let me just make friends with this man that I see all the time, and I say hi to him, and we talk for a little bit, and he tells me that he has a fiance, and I was like, okay, homie, I wasn't like really looking for that. But anyways, at the end of my workout, he like comes up to me, and he's just like, "So what are you doing on Valentine's night here?" I said, "What does it look like I'm doing? I don't have plans. I want to lift, and there's nobody but ugly people here right now, and it's terrifying. It's terrifying to look around." And he just keeps pressing. He's like, "So I feel like this happens to you a lot. This happens every year, doesn't it?"
Like, why would anyone that you just met say that to you?
He was a little socially awkward. Yeah, him asking me that, I was like, "That's interesting." Yeah, I obviously don't have plans. So, and then he asked me about the lore of my relationships. I was like, "Well, you know what? I had a 35-year-old that decided he didn't want to commit to me, and then I have an ex of 5 years that hates me, um, because we weren't good for each other, and he wouldn't admit that." And yeah, anyways, that's that. And he was just like, "Oh my God." He was like, "Oh my God." He's like, "Sorry to pry." And I was like, "You asked."
Yeah, it's like, well, here
I
you
was
go.
like, "You asked," and I'm
You
like,
open Pandora's box, you're gonna get what you get.
I mean, I don't care. Like, what is
No.
he gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Mm-hmm.
Can I finish my workout? Yeah, because then he started like asking me about like my programming, and I was like, "Okay, dude, like I'm a personal trainer. Like I know I do what you do, and you're like the same age as me, so like chill."
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
going
God.
based off that, it was like that happened, and then I went back on the train, and then there it was. I saw this man. I should have taken a picture of it. This huge bear, like in the movies when like a guy wins a bear for you, and it's like a huge bear. It was that size bear on this man's shoulders, pink
Damn.
with a heart, and he had flowers. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, I just saw all these people with flowers. I
The
was like girls with
flowers.
like giant gift bags and
Yeah.
like giant balloons, and I'm like,
The flowers were
damn.
crazy today. Out of hand.
Honestly, I've always said that I don't like flowers anyway. Give me fake flowers, because I
I do like
can't
flowers.
take care of them. They're just gonna die. I'd rather have something that I can use to decorate my place and live forever.
Yeah, I do like a plant though, and a flower.
Mm.
It's the gesture.
No, yeah, but I'm
It's
just
the
saying, give me the
gesture.
fake ones.
It's the gesture. It's just,
No, I'll take anything
yeah.
at this point. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We
But that was the only time I was like a little like sad and like had a moment. But I mean,
persevere. We
I'm
carry
not,
on.
I really, like I said, I'm really not like bent out of shape right now about that. Like, as in, I'm pretty content being single right now.
That's good.
I don't know.
I'd really like to not be single.
I know.
I've really reached that point.
I know. I just think like, everyone is so mid.
Everyone
It is
is, and
so
that's what's so
mid.
sad about it. It's just like, even if I wanted a relationship, you know, I
Yeah.
just,
I'm just hoping like someone really cool comes around, but like for now, everyone is very mid. It's
I
giving.
digress. We got to get past this. We need to go on happier, lighter topics.
Yes. I don't even know it's
I don't
gonna be a
even-
better week. Like I'm good. I'm not gonna be working as much, and I'm gonna be doing this therapy, and low key, like when things like this happen, I always think everything happens for a reason. And it's me and my body's like, slow down, girl. Your motor skills are gonna go away if you don't chill out. And you're gonna go home, and it's gonna be a nice reset, even though it's a funeral, but you'll see your family.
Yeah. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready for warmer weather.
Yeah.
Even if it's not that much warmer.
It's gonna be
I'll
good.
take
It's gonna
it.
be fine. We're gonna keep on moving.
We're gonna keep on trucking, everybody. I was gonna say maybe we need to be like Matt James and just book a one-way trip to somewhere.
I actually never want you to say that sentence to me. I actually never want you to repeat that
No,
sentence over
actually,
again.
don't do that at all, you guys. Because
To be like Matt James is literally kill me. Sorry. Oh my God.
No,
Yeah.
but everyone, he is a very hated man right now, and so he said, "You know what? Let me get my ass to Kenya and just stay there."
That man is so weird. And
Go be nice to the children and help them out, I guess.
then he deleted his post, his
did.
prayer.
He did delete the prayer breakup.
So weird, man.
Strange
so weird.
man. And also,
Strange man.
best friend, although I don't even know if they're good friends anymore, Tyler Cameron. I don't know if you have heard about this man. Both Tyler and Jason Tartick had things to say about the halftime performance
Yeah, 'cause they love
for the
Trump.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, they
I
love
mean,
Trump.
like, it basically, like, confirmed, like, how they feel about everything. But they said that it was the worst Super Bowl that they've ever or halftime show that they've ever seen. And you know what I love? You know why I love this man? Mr. Joey Graziadei.
Mhm.
He literally Kelsey, like, posted a video of them together, and she was like, "What did you think of everything at the Super Bowl?" And he was like, "Kendrick was, like, great. This game is great. Like, everything's just great." And I'm just like, "Joey, you are such a wholesome man."
I love Joey.
We all need a Joey, damn it.
I know, I miss Joey. I
Oh, but
miss
yeah,
him.
everyone was all the comments were literally for Tyler and Jason's posts because they posted this on their Instagram. It wasn't even just like a story or anything. It was a full ass like video on their page.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know it was a big post.
Yeah, yeah. And thankfully, I mean, not thankfully, but like they took it down because literally people were shitting on them so much. But it's just like, I mean, all the people that are saying that Kendrick's performance wasn't good just clearly don't understand what he was trying to do at all. But even like, what if I were to like, just see it face value and it didn't have anything to do, like, with what something like, he was actually trying to, like, say something, do you know what I mean? If it was just a regular performance, sure, I would be like, "Oh, yeah, maybe this wasn't my favorite," but I wouldn't be
Mhm.
like, "Oh, this was awful." Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
because
I
I
don't
personally don't know much of Kendrick's music, but, like, I
and it
can
was all of his
appreciate
n it was a lot of new music from his new album.
mm, but I can appreciate, like, the artistry of it all, you know what I mean? Like, I can just tell that, like, oh, he was doing something here. Something was
Samuel L.
cooking.
Jackson.
I might not know what's cooking in the pot, but I know it's something good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it was good.
And
It
it
was
was.
really good. I loved it. It was a statement,
A true
and it
statement.
also, like, gave theatrics. Like, a lot of the Super Bowl halftime shows are just, like, the artist's greatest hits, and it's, like, just kind of a quick highlight reel, and it's usually, like, really good and stuff, but this is the first time I think we've seen, like, kind of like, a theatrical element to it
Mhm.
with the whole Uncle Sam and, like, all
I
of
mean,
that.
everything he did had a message behind it,
Uh-huh.
and
It was very intentional, like the costuming, the movement, the placement of the songs,
mhm.
what songs he did because, like, Kendrick has such a big, like he just has so much music, but he didn't, like, intentionally chose the song, but then also, like, had to give into the dig of Drake as well because it's, like,
Yeah.
that's one of the main reasons why he did so well this year was from that rap battle, Not Like Us. It was, like is literally, like, won everything. So and that was, like, teased the whole time, and oh, it's so good. Serena Williams was
Mhm.
out there,
Mhm.
a little dig
I
another
had no
dig at
idea that
Drake.
she dated Drake.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
All the little digs.
All the
Great
little
performance.
digs, but really the overall thing was about this president
Oh, yeah.
and what the hell's going on
The
in
orange
this
man.
country.
The orange man, as we say.
The orange man. So, yeah,
Lord.
if y'all aren't I mean, I don't wanna get you know what I mean. Anyway. Everything's blowing up around us, you guys, but at least you have this entertainment to keep you distracted for a second.
Yeah, no, it was and I love the performance. I wonder who's gonna do it next year.
Yeah, I don't know.
We've had so many good performances, like, it's gonna be like a Taylor Swift
I mean,
next time.
God, I just wonder where we're gonna be at by next year.
I know.
Lord. Anyway, speaking of performances, we did
Mhm.
not talk about the performance that happened last week at the Grammys with Kanye West and Bianca. I don't know her last name, but I guess they're married.
Yes. She looked
So
like Kim, like, I literally had to, like, double take and be like, "Is that Kim?"
yeah, she they were on the red carpet for the Grammys, even though they weren't invited, and decided to do this big stunt where she had like this fur coat on and then she took it off and she was basically wearing a completely see-through dress and she
Mhm,
was completely naked underneath
mhm,
and Kanye just like stood there next to her.
mhm,
But like when it happened, everyone was like saying like she looked like she was super uncomfortable, like she was like trying to talk to him before she took the coat off and it seemed like she was kind of being like, I don't know, but I don't know if it was something where they both like agreed, like, yeah, let's do this, let's do whatever. But the whole thing is just giving like he's like like as if she's his property type thing. You know what I mean? And that's unfortunate.
well, it's Kanye, so
Yeah, and I'm just like he's so messed up. And I didn't even know about this, like the Super Bowl commercial where he apparently promoted he like just put up a QR code to his website, and then it had literally the T-shirt
Mhm.
for the Nazi thing, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
"Bro, like, this
He's
man is
disturbed.
so not well."
Yeah.
And it's just so
He's
unfortunate,
so
and I'm
not
just like, "How did
well.
that commercial get onto the freaking
He's
air?"
so unwell, and it sucks because I was, like, a big Kanye fan back in the day.
I mean, yeah, Gold
I mean, we
Digger,
all were.
that song,
I mean, bound to.
uh,
Famous.
yes, do know that one.
Like,
Yeah, and so it's just like,
through
wow.
the wire.
But after all that happened, I was just gonna say that Kanye and Bianca?
Bianca.
I was just gonna say that the 2 of them have now apparently are about to get divorced. So, I don't know if that
That
Grammy
relationship was
incident
never.
had something to do with it,
Uh-huh.
but I hope that is the case and that she wanted to get away from him because, girl, you don't need to be doing all that, even though I
No.
think she was already doing stuff, like, to, like, make herself known anyway before they were
Mhm.
together,
Mhm.
but it's just like,
Weird. It was
ugh.
weird, and apparently they, like, got kicked out of the Grammys. I don't really think that happened. I think they just got asked to, like, do the red carpet, and then they left. I really think it was just, like, very like, people are just making it a big deal. It's just not that big of a deal,
Mm.
in my opinion. But, like, I don't know.
Like, you don't think the stint is a big or
I think she, like, knew what she was doing. Like, I don't think she was
mm,
uncomfortable. Like, you are naked and you're gonna take off your coat. Like, that's a thought. Like, you're either doing that or not. It's a yes or no thing.
yeah, but people are saying it's like, like the weird cults and they make you do like it's like hazing, you
Listen, like,
know?
I hope that she consented to doing that. I'm gonna hope that she did, and I'm gonna assume it, but, like, we don't know. Who
We have
knows?
no idea what's
We have
happening over
no
there.
idea what's happening. I'm just a
Not in
girl.
that
I'm
brain.
just a girl in the
Yeah.
world.
Yep. So another piece of news, which I'm
Ooh,
surprised
what
by,
else?
but honestly, I'm happy that they're not doing it, is that there will not be a season of The Bachelorette this year. They are
Yeah,
taking a
guys,
break.
it's a big deal, but not. I think they're gearing up for Bachelor in Paradise. I heard a couple of rumors as to why this could happen. One of the rumors is that since Love Island USA did so well last year with all of the cast of characters that we had and how many people got involved with Love Island USA or just Love Island in general because of that season. Um, I guess views are gonna go there a little bit more. And then
Mhm.
also what's slotted to go there, y'all, is the Mormon show.
The Mormon
The
wives
Mormon Wives.
are taking over because I guess it's like the same demographic as the people that watch The Bachelor, and I guess it's doing well.
We
So,
tried to watch it. I mean, I think I could maybe try again. Like
yeah, but I
it
also
could
just don't care about these white women. Sorry.
I mean, I kind of agree. I kind of don't care either.
And I'm just
It's
like,
giving like Housewives, but Housewives is better.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let me
Mhm.
just watch Bravo.
Right.
Like,
So they're trying to be like Bravo, you know?
yeah, but anyways, so that's a couple of rumors there. I think maybe both of the things, but maybe more so the Mormon show because it's actually taking the slot. But
Yeah, because apparently Rachel, previous Bachelorette, was like, I heard that there was already a Bachelorette picked out. And then 2 days later, I saw on social media that they're getting rid of it.
like
I don't know how true that is, you
you
know?
know, they always like pick like, but we've known this because they always pick like 5 girls and they make them go through the whole thing. So it's like,
Mhm. But it's like it's honestly better that they do pause for a second because I personally
mhm.
Bachelor in Paradise was like the best thing overall for me
It
to watch.
was,
It
it
was,
was.
but the past 2 times, I think it's, like, gone downhill. So I think they're like, "Okay, let's just refresh. Let's do this. Let's start this over. Let's
Mhm.
regroup. Let's really put our
They
effort into this."
paused. They
Let
paused. They did the golden.
Yeah, and, like, now there's been so many seasons that have passed by without Paradise that it's like, "Okay, we don't need any more
Mhm.
people to be on this show." Like,
Yes.
they have a big group of people to already try and get onto Paradise. So it's just like,
But my thing is when they do it again, are they gonna pick the Bachelorette from these group of girls, or these group of girls just gonna kind of get low
I
key
think they
fucked?
should because remember, they did that a lot. They did it with Colton and with Nick. They took them from their seasons of Paradise, and, like, that's really when people tuned in. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that it's you need to get to know them better, and then you're gonna want to watch more, you know?
I agree. I mean, I think it's not the worst thing that could happen. Like, Bachelor always does better, but it is
Mhm.
big news. It is big news, and it kind of m makes me a little angry because I feel like women always get the short end of the stick, and this just, like, proves another point where they're just, like, not gonna do The Bachelorette, but, like, I
Mhm.
understand it, like, the views are better on The Bachelor.
But
Um,
apparently this is like the lowest views with Grant season, which not
well, I'm
surprised.
sorry, Jen's season was not. No one wanted Jen. No one wanted Jen. Sorry, I know someone's listening to this and you're thinking, "I wanted Jen," but I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I just think
I don't know, Maria would have been, like, the best choice, like, that would have been the best. She said no, but, like, that would have been the best TV, I'm saying.
yes.
I don't know if I would have, like, loved to watch every part of that and had Maria amplified even more than she already is, but, like,
No, but
it would have.
I meant more of like Grant season, like it's the lowest views right now.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it's the lowest it's been. It's just
And so they need to rebrand, they need to restart,
yeah.
honestly, because people love the, like, Love Island of it all, the,
Mhm,
like, Love is Blind, like, where people are a lot more people are interacting
mhm.
and trying to find love rather than one person everyone trying to fight for one person, you
Yeah.
know?
Yep. Yep.
That's more entertaining. So but we still gotta talk about the regular old Bachelor.
Yeah.
So, I guess let's get into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So,
I'm just
episode 3.
adjusting. Some general thoughts. I now have an opinion on every single woman, so I'll get into that. And
Oh, I'm gonna be so honest, I don't know what I remember from this episode, so
I don't remember much. No, I remember it, but I do have an opinion on all of it. It is giving. It is now showing how low budget it is now.
Mm,
It always has, but like usually, aren't we traveling by now? Like, aren't
no.
we? Oh,
What?
aren't we going somewhere by now?
I mean, they're going somewhere next episode. It's usually, like, by episode 4.
Okay.
Like, maybe on episode 3, they go to,
Why
like, a
does
different city in the US, but
okay,
they don't
okay.
go, like, out of the country
No, but why
as
does it
early.
feel weird though? Why does this season feel so weird?
Well, I mean, we had what's-her-face Beverly leave because of her appendix burst, and so then they had a three-person date. That was strange as hell.
Like
But,
things are just weird, right? I can't put my
eh,
finger on like
I
what
mean,
makes it weird,
maybe
but
it's
this
just
season
Grant. Grant's, like, a different type of bachelor than I feel like we've had in the past.
maybe
Like, he's not, like, super stoic like all those white dudes, and he's not like golden retriever Joey. He's like a
he's not lovable. Oh,
no, I think he's sweet, but I think he's just
no,
not what
he's
we were
just not
used
like a
to.
fan favorite.
I don't
I
mind
don't
him.
know. I'm saying things. I'm just trying to pinpoint what it is. You know that this season feels weird for whatever reason. There's multiple reasons. But just feels just weird. And I thought like, maybe it's just the first episode. And I was like, maybe it's just the second episode. And now I'm thinking to myself, no, it is just weird.
Hmm.
That's how I
I
feel.
mean, I'm definitely not invested like I used to be, you know? But that's just what happens as the years go by.
It ebbs and flows. One season's not good. One season is good. We're just I mean, after Joey, no one's
Yeah,
gonna.
I honestly, Joey was such a high. We'll never get that back again.
That's what we said about Ben Higgins and Joey came along.
Like for me, like the high points were
Sean Lowe.
well, I started with Ben's season. So that was the first season I ever saw.
Oh, okay. Well,
Um
he was definitely like a fan
and then
favorite.
like Nick, honestly, like before he became who he is now, I was in love with Nick. So I loved his season.
Wait, did you not see his original season?
No,
Oh,
I only
girl.
saw him on Paradise, and that's what I
Oh,
think that
girl,
was like
he
his
was
redemption.
crazy on Andy's
I mean, yeah, I
season.
knew all of his like crazy stuff where he
His
was
lore
slipping
on
and that
Andy
and that,
Dorfman's
and then
season.
Caitlyn
Oof.
season.
Oh my god, and That's right. He was a two-time runner-up. That's
Yeah,
crazy wild.
he
That's
really got some
crazy.
riz to be a runner up every time, you know.
He has major riz. I cannot believe he was the runner-up the second time too. Is just so funny.
Yeah.
And then he was the Bachelor, and then didn't even find. Oh gosh, this man. Now he just talks about everyone else.
Yeah. Anyway, so it
Yeah,
was him, and
yeah,
then I think the next time I really had like a high point was for Joey.
yeah. Sean Lowe had a good season.
Yeah, he's still with what's her face,
They're
right?
still together, they have
Yeah.
kids. Like, it was a really wholesome season. That's one to
Oh,
go back and rewatch, I think.
I do want to rewatch some old seasons. Like I want to see Caitlyn Bristow's season.
You've never seen it?
No,
Oh,
Mm-mm.
that's a
I mean,
good
that one is on
season.
Hulu, so I should maybe watch it.
That one's good. It reminds me of
Hannah Brown?
a little it's different.
Okay.
It's different, but, like, it starts with, like, 2 bachelorettes, and then they had to vote.
Yeah,
Like, it
right,
was
right. Yeah, I
crazy.
forgot about
Oh,
that. What a
I
time.
appreciate that the Bachelor Nation, like, and the Bachelor franchise does switch it up. They do things, they change things up. We had 2 bachelorettes at one point, like, and that actually happened. Like, you know.
Mhm.
Anyways, let's get into the episode.
We're talking about everything but the episode because who wants to talk about
Me,
it?
like, analyzing The Bachelor, like, to the max.
Oh,
But anyways, we start
man.
with
Group date. It was like
group
a
date.
supposed to be a finance date because he's a finance dude. He like I don't even know what the hell his job is. Something
Yeah,
about
I don't know.
finance. But really it had nothing to do with it. They were like quizzed, asked questions, and we're supposed to answer. And like a comedian girly and
Oh,
some
Hannah
other
Burner. I
dude.
was like, hello.
I only know her from TikTok.
Oh, she's like a well-known comedian. I
I
feel
think
like
she used to be on Summer House.
she was on Summer House. But she like became a comedian after, and she's just been she's like, everyone like interviews her. She's just like very relevant. I was like,
Like I always see her interviewing people on TikTok, and it's always so funny.
yes, she's like, she interviews people,
Mhm.
and like people interview her. Like Alex has had her on, Call Her
Mhm.
Daddy, and so yeah, I don't know.
So interesting. But anyway, so they didn't really answer the finance questions correctly. They were just answering them in the funniest way possible because that's you like won grant bucks, like money, if you got the question
Mhm.
or had the funniest answer, I guess.
And Bailey was smart, and she was like doing that.
Mhm.
The butt plug was so funny.
What was that question? I don't remember.
What's like the craziest thing you bought
Oh.
sex
Yeah,
wise? And she just put
Alex.
plug. Our girl Alex. Our girl.
Our girl. Yeah, that's the other we didn't
No,
really
yeah, we
say
didn't
on
even
the
mention
pod,
that.
but Alex did see our reel that we made about her
Yikes.
and about her no makeup look, which was not a bad thing. We love that she's not wearing makeup.
Yes.
We just simply can't do it.
We simply can't do it. The edit did not make us look good.
No, people were like, these girls are so mean and condescending. It's like, no, watch the whole video. We are literally trash talking ourselves. We are the dumpster shoots, and
But if
she
you-
has the face that's great.
But it was funny though, because if you did just watch it, people were just like, these girls are so stupid.
Yeah. But hey, we're getting
we have
noticed.
haters. We have haters. I don't care. I like it. I like to have haters. Hate me. Sorry. Okay.
Don't hate me, please. I'm
don't care.
so fragile. Anyway, but during this date, Zoe, who is literally a robot. I can't speak. She's
a robot. She's a rugrat.
She's a bit of a robot.
She's such a villain.
And she was trying to answer the question super correctly and accurately. And she's like, I don't know how to be funny. I can't be like these girls. And then she decides to like bring that up to Grant.
I don't like this girl.
Portion.
I don't like her because it's, here we go. I knew this was going to come up. She was acting like a crazy bitch and being weird and stealing him during that basketball date. So that at this group date, some of the girls are not vibing with her. Seraphina's like, your dress is looking really short, girl. Like, I mean,
yeah, that's what it was.
People are just going to do little digs because when I start to not like someone, I'd probably say the same thing. Her dress, look at her dress, girl. Look at that dress.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But also, like, did y'all see Juliana's dress? Also, she was wearing the same dress.
People like her. That's different.
They do.
That's different.
But she wore the same
Isn't that
exact
crazy?
dress in a different color from last week. I just want to note that.
Oh. Fashion police.
Yeah, that's just how it unfortunately is when you're surrounded by a group of girls. That's why I don't think I could last on this show. It's just that, like, I don't know if I would get along with people.
It's so
and
funny
plus, you have to share the same house with them. They're all really dirty. Girls are freaking disgusting. Okay, I wouldn't survive, truly. And I'd have to cook for myself, and I can't do that either.
I can cook for you.
Unless I got an air fryer, I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Me, I come in. I'm just here to cook for Whitney. And to see the Bachelor mansion. I'm just the cook. Like, I'm just chef. Yeah, so this is what I literally knew was going to happen. Zoe's upset because
she's kind of just like the outcast, but she kind of put that upon herself by being so gung-ho, being on like getting time with him last week,
being weird and like stealing away at inappropriate times and just being honestly selfish. She's just selfish. She doesn't think about anyone else.
Honestly, and that's the thing. It was just like she was being a bit hypocritical.
Yes. It's yeah. Because
Where she was all fine last week when she got her time, but then when people this week
we're stealing.
were stealing time from him and, like, she, like, went to Grant and said, like, "Oh, people are, like, saying my dress is so short," and he was like, "Who?" And, you know, and then she was causing this big fuss,
Mhm.
and I think did it end up that other people didn't get to talk to him because of that?
I think so. Yeah, and I'm trying to think of from going back just a little bit because I did forget from that, like, testing that they did with the finance thing. Was there, like, a winner from that? And then
It
that
was
person
Bailey.
but that didn't mean anything, right?
Bailey just got to have, like,
Oh, the
a
bucks,
menu
the Grant
of
bucks.
things that she could buy with the money she earned from the game,
Yeah,
of
and he
things
got,
to do
like, the
with
shirt or
Grant. So
whatever.
she, like, asked to have one of his shirts, and then they had, like, dessert together. But
I'm like, "Okay, what?
and
Weird."
I think she's a really cool person, but, like, obviously, I don't think she's Grant's person, and
Yeah.
I don't think she's ready to be engaged anyway, like, girly pop, you're
Yeah,
fine.
no, she did she I don't think she's ready.
Um,
But, yeah, I Serafina making that comment, it was giving it okay,
it's not the best thing to
it's
do.
not the best thing to say on TV, but, like, this happens when a girl is being mean and you're with your other girls and everyone is, like, siding, and then you see her doing something, and then you're just gonna, like, call it out because now she put herself in that position to kinda be targeted because she
Mhm.
made those decisions that she did last week, and she acts a certain way to the girls. So, the comment, while does it might seem out of pocket, isn't because of the way the group feels about Zoe,
Yeah,
in
but,
my
like,
opinion.
Grant, like, validated Zoe and was basically just like, "Yeah, you
Because he
shouldn't this
doesn't
shouldn't
know
happen,"
any
but he doesn't know what's actually
yeah,
happening in the
he
house, and then I think he, like, at the end of the group date was just like, "We need to treat each other with respect, like, there
Mhm,
shouldn't be any drama," and, like, shit talking basically, and so then the girls the next day are, like,
mhm.
all sobbing, and Alex was
Alex was
sobbing on the
my
couch
girl.
outside, and they were all upset because they're just like, "We're trying to be friendly with Zoe, we're trying to get to know her, but she doesn't wanna get to know us, and, like, I don't want Grant to think that, like, we're bad people," and I was just like, "Oh my gosh." Like,
Sobbing.
sobbing. But, the one thing that did happen from the group date is that Miss Parisa, she did a Chubby Bunny challenge with Grant with, like, some Rice Krispie treats, and, like, they had a fun time, and so she ended up getting the group rose
Mhm.
from that.
Miss
So,
Parisa. She's
good
like the
job.
weird girl that they're trying to make they're trying to make her out to be the weird girl, but I think she just has a personality.
Honestly, I really like most of the personalities of these girls. I
Me
feel like they're
too.
so
The only people I don't like
like
well,
today.
as you know, one of them is Zoe.
Yeah.
I just don't think I would vibe with her as a friend. Like,
I just think she's
she's just very
very, like
selfish. She's just very and I get it. It's just
I think she's just super type A and just very analytical and not it's hard for her, like, emotional side to
to
come
have
out
empathy and
and,
like,
like,
yeah.
yeah, the empathy of it all.
Yeah, I just don't like vibe with people like that. I don't think she, like, means any harm or disrespect, but it just is. Like, she just
Unfortunately, yeah.
is, and she's not getting a good at it.
Mm-mm.
She's not getting a good at it,
No.
and I don't really like her right now.
Nor. But then we have a one-on-one with Carolina. She gets to go to Vegas with Grant. They took, like, a private jet there. They, oh my god, on the jet, they were rapping, and I was
Mm-mm.
like, "My god, we still have more performance art." I'm calling it that because it is not music. It's just performance
It's
art.
definitely not music.
Oh, and I'm like, "Can we please just have one episode without any
No,
of that, please?"
there can't be.
Then they go, like they jump off a building or something.
That looked fun
So fun, I would love to do that. Um,
because it was, like, a controlled fall,
yes.
and they did it, like, multiple times. The whole dynamic of that, like, part of the date was very Friends.
Yeah.
It was giving Friends,
Mhm,
more
mhm.
so than romantic partners.
Yeah, and then in the nighttime portion, Carolina explains how she has epilepsy,
Mhm,
and, that could be people could see that as a hindrance in the
mhm.
relationship, and she just wants someone to accept her, and Grant was crying for her. He be crying a lot.
He shed a
Um,
tear. He croaked one out.
and I think he does like her,
Yeah, he likes her.
but Boy,
I
the
don't.
drama she causes later on
But I don't
in
like
the
her.
night.
I don't like her.
We'll get there.
Sorry.
Um,
I have a lot to say about her.
then Beverly was supposed to get the other
My
one-on-one.
girl. I
The
loved
poor
her.
girl, they don't I don't know why they just don't say what happens on the show. They just leave us like wondering, and they were just like, "Oh, she got sick and had to leave."
Like,
But
did she have cancer? Like, shit. Like, why is she gone?
right, but she apparently her appendix burst, and so she had to get emergency surgery and had to leave. So that's all it was. And so instead, they had Latia, Dina, and Serafina go on a little date, and they went to like this dog thing
It was
place.
Lisa Vanderpump's like dog shelter. I'm dead that Lisa Vanderpump like made an appearance on this show.
Yeah.
The features that they have, like we got Mario last week, we have Hannah Burner, we have Lisa Vanderpump, like it's giving like good features, it's giving everything, but yet the season is still so weird.
Yeah, it was so strange.
I was sad about Beverly because I feel like Beverly and Dina kind of give that same like mature vibe.
Sure.
And I was sad
Yeah.
to see Beverly go so soon, but out of her control. And I think it was all for the best because she definitely deserves someone better than Grant.
Yeah. And then Grant chose one person to have some nighttime time with.
Nighttime time.
And he chose Latia. And they went on a little dinner date. And
The
my
waist
goodness,
was gone.
She has the waist of a little cartoon character. You know, like the little Powerpuff Girls? The girl that in the red dress with the curly red hair that you don't see her face, you just see her body.
It's giving
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's literally her. So tiny.
I was actually gasped
I was like, oh,
to see no waist.
I mean, she looks great. And I was just like, wow. So they were talking for a while. I don't know. I think he was talking about his dad again, and she was talking about something family related, but they were crying together again. I was like, my God, he just keeps crying all day.
Yeah, he's crying all day.
And then, he got to FaceTime Latia's mom, and they spoke to her for a bit, which was sweet. And
that secures her the number 2 or 3 spot.
Yeah, they definitely.
It
seems like, I mean, seems like a great person, and
she's a front runner.
She's a total front runner. Yeah.
Anytime like there's a family meeting, it automatically puts them like number 1 or 2, like in my head. So I think she definitely is like, yeah.
Yeah. So then we go the cocktail party the next day or whenever it was. They turned it into like a prom, and I'm just like, can we let go of this prom trope? But apparently it's because because he played basketball in high school, he wasn't able to go to prom, and so now he's getting to do it.
And the Golden Bachelorette men had that prom date, as we can recall from one of their group dates, and it was impactful. So those guys came, they did the crossover. You know, the Golden franchise is always going to do a crossover because they're going to promote their other shows.
Yeah. I don't even remember all the guys from there. I can't remember Hot Man's name. Keith Gary? Is that one of them? Am I making that
Gary was the Bachelor. Oh, Gary was one of them, yeah. There was a Gary.
Who's the hot guy with the big tattoo, the Indian?
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm forgetting it.
I don't remember at all.
I can't believe I'm forgetting his
Anyway,
name.
there's 4 of them there, and
I want him to be the Golden Bachelor.
But I was just like, why are you guys here? Like, it was fine, but it was just weird. And Zoe like kind of redeemed herself and slow danced with Grant because she was like, I also didn't go to prom or something. I don't know. And
yeah, I can see her not going to prom. Sorry.
But then the major thing that happens is that Carolina is freaking out before the cocktail party starts because she explains that she was speaking to Rose, and they were kind of conferring about how things are going and what's happening with their relationships with Grant. And Rose apparently tells Carolina that after the group date from last week where they were dancing and singing, she spoke to Grant, and Grant apparently told Rose that while he was dancing with Carolina, he was thinking about Rose.
Okay. Can I say what I think about this? Because I have some thoughts.
Sure. I mean, have you seen the clip that kind of clarifies it?
I have seen the clip.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you guys have too. If you haven't, take a quick pause, just look at it real quick. It's basically just solidified that he did say something like this. Okay. They were comparing notes, right? Carolina and Rose. Rose told her
what she told her.
I don't even believe Rose what am I trying to say?
Was trying to do it in a negative fashion to make her
No, I don't think. Yes,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, I don't think she was trying to do that.
No.
I even think she even said, he just told me that he was thinking about me while he was dancing.
You
And
think
Carolina,
Carolina took it and
and
spun
I
it.
think Carolina
Mhm.
took it and spent it and twisted and bopped it and
Bop
did
it.
whatever she needed to do to make it look like Miss Rose is the problem, because that's what I think, because I
Mhm.
really do not think Rose is a bad person, and I
No.
honestly think Carolina spiraled about it, and I don't even think she was thinking that she's framing Rose. I don't think she
Oh, no, in
actually
her mind, she was probably just not even thinking about it in that way, but she's so focused
she
on
just wants
herself.
attention. She just wants attention from Grant. She just wants Grant. Okay. So she is just trying to get that validation. So she's starting this dumpster fire really for no reason. And now Rose is getting the heat.
And
Now
but,
there's
like
heat
and,
on the
like, the other thing
Rose.
is, like, Grant obviously no, even before this pissed me off too. When
Mm-hmm.
Carolina was telling Grant about this, she didn't say the name of who told her this information. And then
Wait,
Grant
stop. He said Bailey.
Grant was out here trying to guess. I'm like, why are you making this man guess, first of all? Then he guesses all the people
The
that he
guess
hates.
who
He said,
was
Bailey?
crazy.
Who else? I don't
I
even
don't know. He
know.
said Bailey and my jaw
Serafina?
dropped.
I'm
Like
just
I was like,
I was like, damn, you hate these girls, don't you?
I was like, so you are basically telling us who the top 4 are.
Right. Yeah.
Because he didn't say Juliana, he didn't say Latia, he didn't say, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's like, Bailey, Dina, Serafina.
I don't even know if Serafina was there. I'm just
I don't know, but I just do remember Bailey being the first one, and I was thinking about Bailey watching this back.
She was
and
probably
she'd
like
just be her Bobbiana. She was like, I don't know. I just thought that was so funny. But
yeah.
anyways, that's
So
my hot take on it. I think when Rose even told Carolina, I don't think she said
yeah.
when he was dancing with you. I think she just said in general.
She was
And
probably
then
just like while he was dancing, he was
yeah,
thinking
because
about
Carolina put
me.
it together because she was like, who I was dancing with him.
Yeah.
That's that.
Silly.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Rose actually said, but
No, but then Grant confronts Rose about it, and Rose immediately puts her hands up, and she's just like, "I'm so sorry. That's not. I swore you said something like that, but I was not trying to start something, basically." And so I think that obviously confirms that she's not here to like start shit, you know. And
he doesn't like Rose.
but he was just like, "I am not. This is not me. I would never say something like that." And then you roll the tapes back, and he basically said,
He
while we
said
were all dancing, I definitely was thinking about you, you know what I mean? But he just meant like in general throughout the day, like, yeah, I thought I was thinking about you. Like
he's like, while we were dancing, yeah, like I was thinking about you. He didn't say like while I was dancing with
he
Carolina.
never
Like,
even said Carolina though. So
yeah. But like I said, I think
the whole thing is just
I
convoluted,
think
and
they grasp on the little things that he says, and then she repeated it to Carolina, and
I mean
Carolina went
that's
and
such a thing that we all girly pops do when we're
yes.
conferring. We take the smallest things and we're like, what does this
Yeah, I
mean?
was like he blinked and then he looked at me. So that means
He
I'm
loves me.
engaged. That's crazy. So yeah, no. Men be
Yeah.
careful. Be careful because we be listening
Oh,
and
what was
grasping.
so funny is that because Carolina caused all this mess, a bunch of girls didn't get to talk to him. Allie Joe was like, I did my hair, I did my makeup, and I haven't spoken to him
Oh,
once.
she was baked and caked and ready to go.
Chloe was like, if you just had a little bit more critical thinking, this wouldn't have happened. And I was like, yes,
It's
you better roast Carolina,
no,
Chloe.
and the thing is, I love so many of the women on this show.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely love the casting this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is it about this season that's giving something? I don't know.
The girlies aren't on it, you know?
And even the girls that I don't like Zoe and Carolina, like, it's okay. Like, there's been worse.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, a couple of the girlies didn't get to talk to Grant. Then he had to go to the rose ceremony. And I never write this down and I should. The people that left were Allie Joe,
Mm-hmm.
Bailey,
Mm-hmm.
Chloe, and Beverly left because of appendix.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Now I think there's only 10 girls left. And honestly, they have been cutting like they are chopping through the freaking fields to get to, I don't know where they're going, but usually it's not this low amount of people by week 4, you
It's
know?
weird. It's like, it's almost like they planned for this season to be bad.
Yeah. And they're just like, let's just make it short and sweet.
Yeah.
Let's be Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. Short and sweet.
Call it a day.
Please, please, please.
Y'all heard the new one with Dolly? You haven't heard it?
No.
Okay, Her Deluxe album's out, and her and Dolly are singing it.
Nice.
Please, please. I can't do Dolly's voice.
That was a very
She's got a
crazy
crazy vibrato, guys. Let's be real, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, she does. That's funny.
It's cute, though.
That's nice.
Anyway, I don't even remember what the preview is about. I think there's more crying. Rose is like, what's going on?
Yeah, Rose
She got the
made
last
it.
rose, so.
Rose got the last rose.
Mhm.
Serafina somehow made it in there.
Yeah.
Dina lives to see another day.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, the front runners are
Yeah.
Juliana,
LaTea, Carolina.
I don't know.
And the fourth spot is really.
It really could be any of
It
them.
could be any of them. But those are the top 3 for sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's all I can say about that, guys. I don't know.
That's really like, I feel so like, what is it? What is the word? I just don't feel passionate about this season.
No, me either.
But anyways, you know what I am passionate about? Traitors. I am. You know what I am really passionate about is watching Tom Sandoval on my screen. Humana, humana, This man is running the way. Also, the way he's running is crazy. Like, this man he never did track. He doesn't have any running form.
Slicing arm blades.
The way he leads with his head. It's like his head. The way he moves like an animal, like a beast out in the wild, and he doesn't even get that far because his strides are too, his cadence is all fucked. And then he's like, humana, and no one is trying. Everyone's just looking at him like,
he is going so hardcore. Okay,
sorry. We're not even in it. That's all like. If you watch the episode,
the star of the show.
If you watch the episode, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So Traitors. This episode starts off. Boston Rob is gone. Thank God. And
Carolyn and
Danielle. They have to murder somebody. All the people that are up for murder have to go to the church. If they see Carolyn and Danielle, that means they're dead. If they see Alan, that means that they are alive another day. They choose Chriselle. She goes home. Bye-bye. And
also, I did love the way they revealed that too. It was very cinematic.
Oh yeah, they took off their
hoods. But they also, like, we didn't know who it was gonna be, and then they showed it, and then they gave us a little teaser, and then they had the morning after, and then we found out it was Chriselle, and then they went back and then showed us the reveal. I liked that.
Yeah. But they had, in the next morning when they're trying to find out who got murdered, they literally had everyone come in one by one. And at the end, it was whoever came in first, it was like Gabby and Tom. The people that were safe were like, what was it like going in the church? Like, what did you see? How was it? And Mr. Sam, he's been Silent Sam the past couple episodes, but he's coming out. He's trying to be smart. And, he's like, I'm a listener. I know I listen. And he just asked him, like, oh, what was Alan wearing? Like, what did things look like? Because if everyone's story doesn't match up, then obviously the person that doesn't know it is going to be a traitor. And so Tom and Gabby say what happened. Then Carolyn comes in, and obviously she doesn't know anything because she was the freaking traitor.
But she did see Alan. Like, I think this was overhyped in the edit because I think Carolyn is just kind of nutty, and I think her messing something like this up would be on brand for her.
For sure, because they didn't even take this and use it later on. They kind of forgot about it.
But they just forgot about
it. When they asked, like, oh, what was Alan wearing? She didn't really answer. She was like, blah, blah, blah. And then Tom kind of helped her out. I'm like, Tom, what are you doing? But it's
Tom
clear that
her.
he wouldn't have said anything if they didn't believe her act.
Like, no one thinks she's a traitor. She's like playing the best game. So
meanwhile, freaking Danielle shaking every moment. I'm just like, girl,
she's just shaking.
Stop shaking.
She's shaking.
Calm down.
Like, shaking and crying and just such a mess. And even Chriselle says, like, in her exit interview, she was just like,
I believe that Danielle.
She was like, I wasn't shocked to see Danielle, but I was shocked to see Carolyn, and she's playing a good game.
Yep.
So there you go.
So then they have this challenge where they have half of the group is at this haunted house. They have to find these dolls that when you press a button on them, they'll play a song backwards,
Backwards.
and then they call
They-
the guys at the house and they have to
and
sing
sing.
back what the doll played for them. Then the people at the house have to
Have to
sing it
sing
into a
it.
recorder, and then it'll play it back
In the right way.
reverse
Reverse.
in the right way, and they have to figure out what the hell the tune is. It's
and,
some sort
and
of
they're
lullaby.
simple tunes. They're like lullabies and it's
Like
child songs and
row, row, row your boat and stuff like that. And so Tom, he's like, I'm the only person here with like
any talent.
musical talent, capability. And so he is taking it so seriously.
And he's like, he has like one ear. He's plugging one ear and he's
Plugging
like,
one ear.
"Honey," and it's like really bad. And then Alan Cumming is laughing so hard.
He's like, oh,
watching
a bit of
Tom.
vibrato.
Like, it's Alan Cumming. Like, you're trying to like, I just can't. Like,
And Tom is so serious. He's like trying to sing on the phone, and then he's like, Ivor, hold the phone. I'm like, go get another doll. And then Alan's like,
He
Ivor,
just
you don't need to
thinks-
hold the phone. Hang up.
just like, he is so like, thinks he's the main character. Like, it is just like, Tom Sandoval has the most like main character energy that I've ever felt from someone.
He
Like,
does.
even though he's like one of the most hated men,
Mhm.
like the only man that people hate more than him is Trump. Like, I mean, it is like, it's like really equal. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't know about that. There's a lot of hated men up there with the orange man.
That's true. But Sandoval is like one of the most hated.
But I can't. I see him on the TV like this, and I'm just like, how can you?
Can
hate
I just
him?
say that
How can you hate him?
even when I watched Vanderpump, like I always thought Tom Sandoval, I mean, all of them are very unserious, but I always thought Tom Sandoval was like the most unserious. This would be a hot take. I never really liked Ariana that much. I like Ariana because like I'm happy that she like got out of the relationship or whatever, but like both of them together were like, they were both just so like thought they were the best. Like they would purposely like not include, like they would just be like, we're not doing that because we're like better than you guys. Like it was always giving like they are better than everyone and they are like main character energy. And they've
Mm.
always been like that. And like even when they're in a relationship. So I never was a huge fan of them or Tom. And then when this happened, I was really like, that's crazy. Then everyone hated him. And I'm like, yes. And now it's reverted almost back to what I originally thought of him, which is he's just so funny to watch.
He's so funny.
Like he's just so funny to watch.
Like, but it's not like. I mean, he's just so dumb. You know what I mean? It's so.
And this is
so
coming
dumb
from someone
it's
that like
funny.
intensely watched Vanderpump. And I still think like I can almost let that go because it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
But I also always thought he was unserious. So that's,
Mhm.
I never really,
Hmm.
he shines in this episode.
He does.
And I don't want him to leave. I
No.
don't want him to leave.
And I'm trying to think what happens after that. Basically, like they got some money for the prize pot.
Like,
Oh, and Sierra found the shield
Mhm.
that was hiding somewhere in the house
yeah, so she got,
and a bear.
yeah, that basically, they're kind of talking. It looks like they want to revisit the coffin
The
theory.
coffin theory.
They are revisiting now the coffin theory again. I just know Sierra is going to be voted off because at this point, they just need to know that that's not a thing.
They want to put a nail in the coffin
yeah.
on that theory.
Yeah. And I'm just like, do it. So they do the round table. It's all on Sierra. Sierra was like, it's not me, but like, go off, I guess. Like,
Truly, that's all she could do.
I mean, that's all she could do because it really was just like, she tries to blame Brittany or no, Danielle.
Did she do?
Wait, one of them.
Yeah, I don't
forgot.
remember who she went
I
after.
think maybe she was Danielle. Now I'm thinking about it. But anyways, Danielle and Brittany have now formed low-key an alliance with each other, even though
Mhm.
they were like enemies before this from Big Brother, but now they're like in it together.
Yeah.
So that's just something to know.
But yeah,
and-
people were also a little suspicious of Danielle and Brittany. That was like the other two choices that people had, but overall they just all chose Sierra.
Because in the coffin situation, Jeremy did say like his last words were like, it's Danielle, essentially.
Yes, that's what she brought up. Sierra.
So Sierra's just like, I think I'm just gonna go based off that. And I think it is Danielle. Other than that, everyone voted for Sierra. Dylan Efron votes for Sierra and he feels like he's like, I can't believe I did the popular vote. I was like, dude, just get over it. Like,
honestly, because your not popular vote would still
yeah,
not
it
help.
didn't matter. So
And he's
Then
still suspicious of Gabby, and I'm like, "Bro,
yeah, he was like, "Gabby." I was like, "Bro, let it go."
let it go. Gabby is just a girl."
Another thing is that there's not a lot of men left, so they know they
The
have voted.
traitors, one of them
Yeah.
has to be a girl,
Well, they think
or who's left is probably a girl.
yeah, they think who obviously there's 2 people they think, so they're like, "It has to be a girl," and so that, like, narrows it down even more because they already got Bob and Rob, um,
Eliminate it.
so
Yeah. But then Carolyn and Danielle had to go back into the turret and make a decision. And then Alan comes in and he's like, "You can either kill someone or you can add someone to your traitor group." And Carolyn's like, "Let's murder someone." And
Yeah.
Danielle's like, "No, no, no. We need to add another traitor because it's going to be more obvious that it's one of us." Which I agree with her. I feel like they do need to add another traitor. But they're kind of going to use that traitor as like a scapegoat, I think. You know what I mean? That's the vibe it's giving because
I just think it would have been really, honestly, easy to just kill off a girly pop.
that's true.
Like,
You
I agree with Carolyn. I personally want them to get another traitor just for some excitement,
right.
but if I were in that position, I would say what Carolyn's saying.
Yeah, but, like, Danielle also wants, I think, Brittany to be a traitor, and Carolyn's like, "No, it's gonna be like a
Carolyn's like, "I
alliance."
barely trust you as it
Mhm.
is. No."
But my question is, if they add a traitor, then that means no one goes home, right? So then they know that there's another traitor in the group.
They don't know anything.
But I'm saying, like, if no one goes home, then they mean they'll probably be able to take a clue and be like,
Maybe.
"There's another traitor that's just been added."
Maybe. Does that do anything though?
I mean, they have more people to not trust.
Yeah, but they don't know how many.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, I guess we'll wait and see what happens with that. Gosh, honestly, the only thing I don't like is that this is a long, long show.
It is
I
like
wish they would just release like 2 episodes a
3
week.
episodes.
Just get it out there, you know?
Yeah.
And another show that I think it's reaching its end soon is Love Island All Stars. Um,
I want Casa Amor.
I don't know if they're doing it. It seems
Oh,
like they're not.
I want it. Like, this
That's
is
the
the
best
time it would
part.
happen.
They should, but I don't think it is.
Starting to dwindle down, and
Because
weirdly
they just did
enough.
the talent show, which is like usually like the
Oh,
end.
it is the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've kind of fallen off. I'm a little behind.
It's
But
okay. You didn't
it's
miss
it's
too
it's kinda
much.
starting to get bad. But I will say,
The main thing is that Elma
yeah.
kicked off with Curtis and Ekin after a challenge of like who which couple is most likely to XYZ.
Mhm.
And the whole Ekin kissing Sammy thing came back up again, and Curtis was trying to defend Ekin about it or whatever. And then like they also got to ask the public questions, and Elma and Sammy asked the public, like, "Do you think Ekin and Curtis will make it in the real world?" or something like that. And they're like, "Why are you asking questions about us?" And so they were upset about that. So then after the game, everyone was yelling at each other. Elma did kind of like go off, but it was mostly on Curtis.
Mhm.
And they're just like, "You need to let." Well, actually, no, Ekin went off on them first. She was like, "You guys are bullying us. You're targeting us. You keep trying to bring up our names and like what let the kiss go, yada yada yada." And Elma was like, "Oh my god, this is all so stupid."
Mm.
And eventually like walks off and she was like, "I am the star of the show." I mean, she didn't say that exactly, but she had a moment. And I just think it's so funny. The people in the comments, like, because they make like little reels about what happened, and everyone was hating on Elma. Like literally
It's so
people
crazy.
apparently were like emailing and contacting the producers of the show saying they need to take Elma off the show because she's such a bully and comparing her to like bullies of like Caroline Flack. And I'm just like, "Okay, guys, that's a bit intense." Like she is
What?
not that bad. You know what I mean? Like
That's
that's an intense situation, and for
crazy.
that people to compare it to that, it's kind of crazy. Because people first of all, this is, like, finally some good drama. They've had drama like that on the show plenty of times, and so for her to get, like,
Whoa,
so
whoa,
much
whoa,
heat
whoa,
about
whoa,
it
whoa,
is
whoa, whoa, whoa.
insane.
Can we remember that girl, that little blonde girl? I wanna say it was in season 4, it's the one with Danny and Jack. Remember that season? Danny, Jack, um, Georgia. It was that season.
What happened?
that girl, that little girl, I remember her popped off and she was like, she was like just really like a bully and like used really crazy language, like crazy.
I don't remember this.
Oh gosh, I'll have to
But
like show you the clip of it.
There's
But
so
like,
many
I
things where people
remember
pop up.
like,
Do you remember like what's her face with the long hair? She kind of was giving like Kardashian vibes,
Yes.
and she went off on someone.
yeah, that wasn't even that bad. I think about the worst one was with that. Her name was Ellie. Short blonde. I'll have to show you the clip in a second because it's like I don't want to repeat it right now because it's fucking crazy. But like, she was just like such a bully. I don't think what Elma's doing is bullying. I think it's like
No,
a
I
little
think
like
she just holds. She honestly holds a grudge, and I don't blame her
But the
because
thing is, Ekin would be even worse if it was flipped.
exactly.
So that's why I'm like,
and
I'm
that's
not
what
team
Elma's
Ekin.
saying. But everyone on the internet is now so supportive of Ekin
No,
and Curtis, and then like
no.
Curtis is such a mature man and like a
Be so for real.
gentleman, and
Be
like
so for real.
Elma and
No.
Sammy are so childish and like whatever. But it's just
No.
like in the real world, that's just
No.
how it would be, and then you just wouldn't have to interact with them. But the fact that they just have to keep seeing each other, of course, it's just gonna get stirred up again, you know?
Yeah.
But I just think I don't care for Ekin or Curtis anymore.
No, me neither.
And
Curtis was out when he like led with his sternum and moved his body in that weird way.
yeah, and he did it again in
no,
the
please
freaking
don't.
talent show. I was
Why?
like, oh, that
You,
I
like,
swear to God, that
can't
that
dance.
flick, that kick flick,
No,
that
don't do it.
sends me
It's
in an orbit. I'm
crazy.
like,
Don't
bro,
do it.
you are
Don't
like
say
a
it.
freaking horse, like a horse race trying
like
to
a-
jump over a fence.
And she looks like just like a Mr. Potato with his. I can't describe what I'm like. I can't.
And then he did hip hop too.
No,
He,
you need to pull up
did
this
a
tape
little
afterwards.
kickball change, a kickball change, and then woo.
He's
woo,
like really
woo.
aggressive.
I'm like, bro,
Like, chill.
enough.
He needs to go to contemporary.
Enough.
He needs to be chilled.
He's like
needs to sit down.
stomping, full stomp. Stomp the yard.
Yeah, he's in Stomp. He's in Stomp the musical. He's in Blue Man Group. I don't know. I don't know why I put him in the Blue Man Group, but
I believe it.
someone has to be in that group.
Anyway, we are Team Elma over here.
Yeah, we are.
I was like, let me go to TikTok. Maybe it's better over there. Some people were more Team Elma there. And I was like, thank God.
That's good.
But do I think like she's a bit dramatic about it all? Yes. But I don't blame her.
I mean, they pick very, opinionated people.
Exactly.
So like it's not weird for like her going off. That whole argument was kind of just like, okay, it's a typical night. Like for me, I wasn't like pressed.
oh, love it. I'm here for it. So let's all calm down a bit, guys. Because everyone on there is just for fame. So who cares?
Who cares?
You know who I do love? Casey.
Casey has turned. Casey has turned.
He got on my nerves the past 2 seasons, but he's doing just enough where he's like, yeah, I'm here for the drama, but I'm also here to just, hang.
Like him and Gabby are probably not gonna last, but I love Gabby. Like Gabby's my favorite girl. I've always loved Gabby.
Gabby also tap danced for her thing, and I was like, that's something that you would love. See her do that.
I love that she chose that. Like she's like so she's so a woman of many talents.
And Casey was roasting everyone with the puppet, and I was just like, yeah, you wanted to say this whole time, and you were waiting for this moment.
Oh my God.
Anyway, I wonder if they're gonna have movie night. That's the night I love. Movie night's the best part.
Yeah, movie night without Casa Amor.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, I want them to roll the tapes on Curtis. Let's get the heat back on Curtis because he's the one who deserves it.
Have they ever done a movie night without Casa Amor?
I don't think so. I don't know.
It's a good concept. Like I think it could do well. I think movie night.
I mean, people have talked shit about each other this whole time. So air it, baby.
Yeah, movie night's always good. I need something to stir the pot. Like if they're not gonna do Casa Amor, like movie night at least.
Right. Exactly.
So I don't know, but whatever.
Anyway, that's it. We just started before we were recording. We were watching the beginning of Love is Blind.
That's coming up. All the guys are
Minnesota.
There's some fine men on that.
There are, but apparently there's a bad guy on there. I think his name is Ben. I was trying to look it up.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't seen him yet.
Yeah,
on the screen.
We'll see him. It's like it'll be interesting how this season plays out. I feel like
it always starts on a high. Like,
this show
seems like it's gonna be good.
This show is like, it might need a refresh soon. But I'm here. Nick Lachey's back on my screen or whatever.
Honestly, Vanessa was looking really good.
She looks snatched.
She was sniled.
What?
She
What were
was
you trying-
styled really well.
She was styled well. She was snatched. Her skin, she was glowing.
Mhm.
You know, Nick Lachey looked the same way as he always does. So I'm excited for that season. Oh, another thing I did want to mention, just to like kind of keep it up for those watching Severance. What a great episode.
Episode, what is it,
Woes
4 or
Hollow.
5?
I think it's 4 because they just released 5. So if you watch that, really good episode. We now find out that Heliar was never really Heli, but I think we all kind of low-key knew that.
Yeah, we knew.
But I love the ending, how like Irving's like drowning her. And it's like, and she's like, Seth, remove the whatever. And then they remove it. And then it's like, there's Heli.
Heli's
then
back.
he just like left. I'm really excited to see the next episode because it's just the show is so unnerving. Also, I want to like correct myself because last week I said that it was like the founders of Lost. I actually don't think it is. I think the people were like big fans of Lost, or maybe there's one creative that went over, but like it's not.
Yeah, I think there is someone.
There's like
in the
some
creative
crossover,
process.
but it's not like.
We have a special guest
we have
on
a
the
special
podcast.
guest.
Oh my God, Lulu's trying to control the soundboard.
Lulu, please, this is not the time to do this right now.
For anyone not watching, she just shot in Eleni's lap. She doesn't do this often.
She doesn't do it very often, but
we have to take it while we can.
She's so sleepy. She could not sleep anywhere else. But anyways, Severance is really, really great. I'm excited to see how that's gonna pan out because now Irving is like gone.
He'll be back. He's doing stuff on the real world. He had that map. He was trying to get things going.
He's the most intuitive, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We all thought it was Mark this whole time. It's not Mark, y'all.
Mark, I never thought Mark was intuitive.
Well, I mean, he is going to be because he's like getting integrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
he's just kind of like along for the ride and everything seems to happen to him. And he's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, let me keep up.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. I can't believe he had sex with Helena Egan. Oh, Lord. In that tent.
I didn't see all that. So.
Oh, spoiler alert.
It's fine. Anyway, so with all that being said, we'll start to dive into Love is Blind next week.
Yep.
And we'll keep it trucking with all our other shows and whatever else comes our way. So I hope you guys all had a wonderful Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
I hope it's brighter.
Hey, happy Valentine's Day.
For you.
I hope you don't hit your head and I hope
you live a prosperous life.
And
I don't know. I got to get off the mic now, guys. It's time. So we'll see you next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Bye.